As the sun comes out on terraces all over Paris, you'll observe the national obsession of apéro in full swing. It can look like meeting your friends after work on a terrace for a verre, a glass of something before dinner, or at the weekend with friends or family whiling away a sunny evening with a Provençal rosé or a traditional cloudy aniseedy glass of pastis and plates of charcuterie and fromage before a delicious meal at home or out. In England, you have pubs, beer and crisps, and in France, you have an altogether more chic version of the aperitif, and that's what this video is all about. Because we're all busy, but you can still be the hostess with the mostest and stock up on these long-lasting pantry essentials for a chic impromptu apéro at home. I'm Aleksandra Olenska, and I've worked as a creative director and stylist for luxury brands including Chanel, Celine and Vanessa Bruno, as well as magazines including Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. And I've been featured in international press including Forbes, Elle, The Sunday Times and The Independent. I now help directors and leaders in midlife and beyond to rebalance that work, busy lifestyle you've become accustomed to, because you know life's too short to stay in that career-driven comfort zone. I help you to redesign and restyle your life, especially at midlife with life-changing transitions such as the breakup of relationship, divorce, menopause, or turning 40 and beyond. From your home and your wardrobe to your mind and social life, I help you with your stylish next chapter to step into your best life, because I know you're ready to rock life again. The apéritif, or apéro as it's commonly known in Paris, is traditionally a drink to tingle your taste buds in anticipation of what's to come. These days it's often referred to as a selection of nibbles, as well as the alcohol. And how long you apéro for before dinner is up to you, of course. Naturally, you can add crudité or fresh ingredients if you have them at hand. But permanently stocking your pantry with a few bits and pieces is a super start for a simple and stylish impromptu apéro. I've put these and more into a booklet, Entertaining Like a Parisienne, that you can find in the links below this video. And for inspiration on bowls and bits and pieces for your table setting, see stylewhisper.com. Don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe if you're looking for more style inspiration, motivation and midlife va-va-voom. So of course, stock up on alcohol and always have a bottle of champagne, prosecco or rosé in the fridge. I'm sure you already do. Don't be afraid to serve wine with a pot of ice cubes in scorching weather, or in my case here, a shell of ice cubes. Remember, the French don't really do air conditioning. Serving rosé wine with ice, à la piscine as the French call it, is very chic. It's also great to have chilled, still and sparkling water, some Perrier, perhaps the champagne of the sparkling water world, I always say, or some still water in an attractive carafe, and then something for non-alcoholics. It's always nice to have small bottles of something like an artisanal lemonade or ginger beer, for example, to make them feel special. Also, I find that other people drink the non-alcoholic stuff too, drivers perhaps, so it's always good to have more than you think. We all, of course, know about water, even if I don't drink enough of it, so it can always be helpful to have extra water. Pistachios always feel a little special in terms of nuts. I go for unsalted personally, trying to lower my sodium intake, but the salted are delicious too. Stock up on pistachios and store them in an airtight box afterwards so that they stay crunchy and fresh, especially if you live in a hot, humid environment. Find some pretty bowls to serve them in. You can find inspiration on stylewhisper.com. I'll pop the link in below. And don't forget a little bowl for a few of the shells so that guests don't end up awkwardly hiding them or leaving little discreet piles around the place or holding them. It's very stylish to make your guests feel comfortable. Stock up on hard cheeses that last for a good deal of time in the fridge, such as Parmesan or Grana Padano. These vacuum-packed cheeses may not be as divine as an artisanal manchego or Parmesan with crystals of salty yumminess, but they're perfect for a last-minute occasion. These cheeses can be quite difficult to cut, so chop them up roughly before serving. That artisanal look can look great. I have a confession. Maybe it's the English in me, but I absolutely love crisps, or chips as they're called in France. I love a plain crisp and have a childhood fondness for cheese and onion Walker's crisps from England. But in my local Monoprix on Avenue de l'Opéra, the most frequently sold out chips are the fancy truffle crisps. It's all about elevating the everyday basics after all, especially if you're unexpectedly hosting. I also have a penchant for pretzels. I love their shiny, smooth surface and the giant crunchy crystals of salt on them. Also, they remind me of childhood. I'm always happy when they bring a bowl of pretzels out with my rosé at the local cafe. And in Milan Fashion Week, when I drop by at Bar Basso for a delicious Negroni, they bring out some curly pretzels. It's great. Tapenade is fantastic, especially with breadsticks, for instance. In French tapenade from the south of France, black olives are combined with anchovies and capers, and elsewhere in France, sometimes mixed with a dash of cognac. It's actually really easy to make your own tapenade in the blender. You just whiz up a jar or tin of pitted olives with a little bit of anchovies and capers, garlic and lemon juice, et voila. But this video is about the super easy version for when you're feeling spontaneous. So a jar of tapenade, super long lasting, or olivade, which is without the anchovies, is super easy to have in stock, and you can just pop it into a little bowl with a spoon, ready to serve, with breadsticks or chips, for example. If you can't find tapenade, a bowl of olives from a jar and toothpicks is also lovely, and unopened, those jars last for ages in your pantry. No one likes to feel awkward, so if you're serving them with the stones, don't forget, just like the pistachios, to leave a little bowl for the stones to keep everyone feeling at ease. The key to an impromptu apéro is to have a feeling of abundance and thoughtfulness. Plentiful bowls in different sizes, a pile of disposable napkins and small plates, a few candles never hurts, nothing too formal, and lots of giggles and good conversation, of course. Et voilà! Merci and thank you for watching. À la prochaine, bye bye!